What's going on, guys? T-Rec87 here with MG Knights, and over on my left, I guess,
TieFly85 here. What's going on, guys?
And this is another roundtable wrap-up for the week. And this week we are also, as well, doing the contest winner announcement. We will probably, I think, go ahead and do that. Do you want to just do that first and get that out of the way, and then we can do the next part?
I would say let's go ahead and we'll save it till the end.
Save it till the end. Ooh, save it till the end. Now you have to watch the whole thing.
Everybody's got to watch now.
You can't just drop in for the announcement then bounce. Alright, well, let's get started then. So, for this week's Roundtable Wrap-Up, last week we sort of didn't go over the comments in the Roundtable Wrap-Up from last week's, but do you want to go over those anyways today?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go over last week's comments.
Alright, so... And so this was our 100th episode. Basically, we're talking about the giveaway, our 100th episode. Talked about what we loved about YouTube and what we've learned. So, start off with the comments. Deadhead said, "Great show. I really do like the Sunday live stream. Keep it going. 100 episodes. Wow, congrats. I think I missed a few. LOL. I'll be here next Sunday. I want to see who wins." Well, thank you so much, Deadhead. We appreciate it. And like, yeah, I'm super jazzed for this contest thing. So I can't wait to announce it. We have Pat said, "So exciting, a giveaway I'm in. I love Funko Pops. Congrats you two on the milestone. Being on camera would be nerve-wracking to be as well. I couldn't do it, so good for you. I did watch that top 5 games, and it definitely shows it was your first video. Great job on continuing evolving. I like the channel. Keep it up and the great work. Also, a few hiccups during live stream is kind of half the fun and why I like watching live streams. Great video." I totally realized on the other side of things that it might be like funny to watch, but on like my end, it's like freak out inducing. Where I just like my whole world is like falling apart when like something like that happens, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, well, especially on my side, because since he's the one who puts this all together, just to throw it out there for all of you, we're all doing it from Tarek87's computer, so when I drop off from my side, I have no idea what's going on. So even though Tarek's like freaking out on his end, I'm just like, well, I guess that's the end then.
Yeah, it's awful. It's the worst, actually. So,
but I did want to go ahead and mention, though, thank you, Pat said, for the comment. And yeah, it definitely is. It can be very nerve-wracking when you're first getting started, getting in front of the camera. But like I said, it definitely gets a lot easier. So take that leap. Try it out.
Yeah, if anybody's ever, you've ever got something you want to talk about, YouTube is a great platform to voice, whatever it is you want to talk about. You want to talk about, like, video games, you want to talk about movies, you want to talk about like different types of coffee, whatever you want to talk about. There's somebody out there that will want to hear what you're talking about. There's millions of people on YouTube, and so you're guaranteed. Like when we both started, I wasn't sure that anybody would ever watch us at all. I was just like, what are we doing? Like this is but we found like 147 other people that want to hang out and watch our videos. So that's what our subscriber count's at this point, and it's really cool. There's at least 147 people out there that think that what we're doing is kind of neat, and that's really neat to me. So,
yeah, thanks a lot, guys. It is a lot of fun. Next up on the list, we do have Caleb Stone, and Caleb says, "Everyone always loves free stuff. Congrats as well on 100 episodes. I really do like the live Sunday shows the best. You never know what's going to happen live. I like it. Don't stop the live Sunday shows. Haha." Thank you so much, Caleb Stone, and yeah, I do have to completely agree. I mean, obviously, like, if any of you who've watched our previous live Sunday streams, you never really know what's going to happen. So yeah, it's definitely a mystery show overall, but that's half the fun, I would have to say. I mean, I totally agree with Caleb. That's half the fun, is really not knowing what's going to happen. So
yeah, for sure. Got a couple more. So we got Tony Figure. A giveaway, I'm excited. Hopefully I win. LOL. Also, congrats on 10,000 views. You guys deserve it. Great vid. Well, thank you very much, Tony. And I hope all of you guys, like, I really, literally, like, want everyone to win. And I wish I could afford, like, a Funko Pop box for everyone. But that's just not doable right now. But thank you very much, Tony. We also have Sarah Barnes. I agree with Caleb Stone. Everyone always loves free stuff. Congratulations on the growth. I'll be tuning in next week to see who wins. My fingers will be crossed. Well, thank you, Sarah, for the comment. Like I said, I hope all of you win. I hope it's hard for me to even pick a winner just because thankfully I've got this thing set up to where it'll randomly just choose a comment for me, and I don't have to like have the burden of picking. So we'll do that here in just a little bit, but.
All right, next one up is Jack Allison. Another great Sunday stream. Good job on 100 shows. That's a lot. Keep it up. Great video. Thank you, Jack Allison. Yeah, that is quite a few. I never honestly thought until we actually got to this moment that we would make it. It's not that I never thought that we'd make it. It's just that like it's kind of a surreal moment when you're just like we're about to hit 100 videos. Like that's a lot of hours of content. I don't know if anybody realizes it, but I mean that's just it's a lot. It's a lot of videos, a lot of content, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
so excited.
It is super cool. Like if you guys want a fun statistic, and this is the statistic that always blows my mind more than any other thing, because like with the YouTube creator, for any of you that don't, I'm sure most of you don't do YouTube, or anybody that does, the watch time in minutes, it will actually tell you, like what your watch times are. And for like our lifetime, I guess you can't see that. Our lifetime watch time, like it just in minutes, is like 61,000 minutes, which I don't even know how many hours that is, but it's a lot, and that's what blows my mind. Is that number? It's probably my favorite number to look at actually on the analytics. It's just how many minutes have gone by with our people watching our show.
Yeah, no, it is definitely a lot of fun to see, and especially when that number, I mean, every time you make a video, for any of you who are content creators, you know that, like, once you keep seeing that number rise up and up and up and up, it just is, like, motivation to keep going, so yeah. Thank you so much to all of you guys. You motivate us to keep going, so.
Yeah, thank you very much. What comment were we on? Were we on TNT?
We're on, TNT Gaming. TNT Gaming says, congrats on the 100th episode. Claps, clap, claps. Thank you so much, TNT Gaming. And, yeah, I mean, we're really excited, so thanks for the comment.
All right, and last but certainly not least, we got Spencer Spark. Great show, guys. Congrats on 100. Keep trucking along. Free giveaway sounds cool and fun. Well, thank you, Spencer. We do appreciate it, as always. We should probably move into our actual videos for the week, if I can get back there.
And the first one up on the list, we do have Destiny 2 Curse of Osiris review, a fan's perspective.
Okay. Well, thank you for saying, because I didn't know which video we were on. So I do have a small addendum to my Destiny review, because I was real heartbroken when I made that review. And I've actually noticed something about my reviewing when I review things. I tend to go to either side of the spectrum, like on a 1 through 10 scale. I tend to I go like extreme, like 8, 9, 10, or I'm like, this is a failure, 1, 2, 3. There's never like a middle ground for me. Upon revisiting that and thinking about the content more and the stuff they've added in the week after, like this current week, they've added some new stuff that was originally, I think, supposed to come out with the DLC. I would bump it up to a 5 as far as my review goes, not a hate-filled 3.
It definitely was a hate-filled 3.
Yeah, no, it was. And like sometimes I'm not the most objective person in the world, I think. But I would say at this point it's average, middle of the road. They've added some cool stuff to do in the game. Gives me a reason to play again. But there's still a bunch of, there's still a lot of problems. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the comments. We got Caleb Stone. All I can say is someone definitely getting fired over this, or at least demoted to mailroom. I can't believe they would release it this way. I'm very sad. Yeah, me too, Caleb. And a lot of what I've been reading and just stuff I hear being talked about on the internet is that Bungie is having a really hard time getting everyone to be on the same page. Which is so crucial when you're like a bigger development studio and you've got, like 100, 200 people working on your game. If everybody's not on board on the same page, you end up with it's a total, ends up with a bad product. And I've been reading a lot about that, like with Bungie, where they like literally can't get on the same page about stuff. And I wonder if that's part of the problem, why every time they release something, it's so bare bones and it sucks. It's just because their development, like their upper management, is so terrible. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting actually. So.
Next up, we do have Tony Figure. There will be hell to pay for this. Dare I say, we have another EA fall on our hands, just in the way that they will lose money over this. Nobody but this. Let's show them. Oh, nobody buy this. Let's show them we want more than this piece of crap they call Curse of Osiris. I didn't think your review was ugly at all. Just the perfect amount of perfect. Good vid. Thank you, Tony.
I like that. Next up, we have Spencer. What a huge disappointment. I'm glad I didn't buy this yet. After watching this and a few other videos about Osiris, I'm definitely convinced I'm not buying it. Great vid. I like the rant. Well, thank you very much, Spencer. Like, I would, if you're a Destiny fan and you haven't bought this, and you're like, if you're not, probably not going to buy it, I would definitely wait until the next expansion comes out, and maybe think about picking up like the Game of the Year edition. If you haven't bought Destiny 2, because there will be one.
That's, actually, it's funny that you should mention that, because that's what I originally did with the original Destiny. Now, I know that some of you probably watched me and Tarek go back and forth about this, where I only played it for 5 seconds, but when I did originally pick it up, that's what I ended up getting was the Game of the Year edition. So I ended up getting all of the expansions at once. So it took me quite a while to even get caught up, but to have all of that together in one, like, it just made the gameplay experience so much more enjoyable. So Tarek's right. I would agree with him that you probably should just wait till the next expansion, pick up the game, and then you just have a ton of hours of content to play.
Yeah, at least have more. And I think I think Bungie's going to double down and really, like, they've burned so many people with this expansion. I feel like with the next expansion, they know they have to release something amazing, And so I feel like the next expansion, the Rasputin expansion, or the Warmind expansion, I don't know what it is yet, but like I think that's going to be I think that'll be killer. I think Bungie's going to hopefully redeem themselves, but we'll have to see. I always like to think the best, but like, look at this one. It was awful. So,
Jack Allison.
Jack. Okay. If they expect to pay $60 for a game and money for DLC, then I agree. They could have hired voice actors. What a letdown of the year. Great video. They won't be getting my money or my brother's thanks. I like their cardboard cutout reference, by the way. Thank you very much, Jack. I appreciate that. And yeah, that still bothers me to this day. No voice acting in Destiny. Our characters are just lifeless little, like, mannequins.
I have to agree with Jack Allison. For any of you who've seen that video, I mean, what they're referring to right there with the cardboard cutout, that was actually really funny and clever. I liked how you did that. Like, it was a really clever moment.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it just kind of like I was like literally in the middle of editing my video, and then I was like going back over it, and I was like, oh, that would be kind of cool, and so I just took a picture and overlaid it. Okay, let's see. We got Deadhead. It would be cool to see some of the changes you mentioned brought to D2. It definitely needs it. Yeah, I hope they do more with the game, Deadhead. But, like I said, it takes time. I don't want to change that. It takes time to, to do those things, and Bungie's got their work cut out for them. So we'll just have to see. So next we've got Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and Revisited?
GameStop Revisited.
GameStop Revisited. I got another Chase Funko Limited Edition.
Yeah, because you have an addiction.
I do have an addiction. For any of you who collect Funko Pop or have any Funko Pops, you know how addicting it can be once you get those first few that you really want. And I will say this, I'm not going to blame it on Tarek because I love Funko Pops. But Tarek was the first reason why he called me one day. He's at work. He calls me. He gets this box in, and he's just like, oh my goodness, dude, there's a bunch of Funko Pops. I think you're going to want these. And I'm like, what are they? He's just like, it's Freddy Krueger. And it was all the horror ones. And he knows that I love horror movies. So that kind of like just started it off right there. Like, once I got those horror collection, I just wanted to grow it from there. And now I have well over 50 of them.
Yeah, you have a lot, dude. It's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up being one of those people. If you ever go search just for Funko Pop people who collect them, they just have a giant room full of shelves upon shelves, where the whole room's just covered in Funko Pops. That's what it's gonna be like one day.
That doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. I mean,
I don't think it is.
there are definitely. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I love looking at them. I know it sounds really weird, but people are just like, well, they're just toys. They sit on a shelf. You never actually do anything with them. I don't know about all the rest of you that collect Funko Pops, but I stare at them all the time. Like, I literally stare at them. And with them sitting right where they're at, I mean, I sleep right here on the bed. So, I mean, I'm literally sleeping right next to them. Anyways, we're done with that.
Oh my god, that was good. All right. All right, do you want to start off the comments?
Yeah, okay. First up on the list, we do have Spencer Spark. I agree, it does seem a lot like Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. I did watch a few episodes of the Mist TV series, and I couldn't make it past the 4th episode. I agree, horrible TV. I like the Joker that you got. Thank you so much, Spencer Spark. Yeah, I have to definitely agree with you. If any of you have seen this episode, this is where I talk about how Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom does seem a lot like the Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. There's just so many similarities there. If you were to go back and rewatch those movies, or if you've already seen them and then watch the new trailer, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, and also too, I did have an update to the Mist TV series where I kind of went on a rant about how it's pretty much crap. So yeah, thank you so much, Spencer Spark, for the comment. I really do appreciate it.
Okay. So next comment is from Caleb Stone. How I just can't seem to come up with an original idea these days. I did notice similarities in Luke Chase Lucky. Yeah, he is a kind of a lucky son of a gun, for lack of a better word. But yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was really shocked when I got those 2 extra Chase figures. Like I was not expecting that at all. And when I went to the store and the lady was telling me about, she's like, "Oh, I know which boxes are which." But she couldn't tell me which ones were Chase, but she knew specifically what boxes were which. And I remember when I was talking to you about this, you're just like, there must be a different UPC or something. Like, I couldn't find a difference on any of the boxes. So I have no idea how this lady knew what was in what box. But for me to get 2 different Chase ones, like, just randomly, because I chose, like, 2 boxes and then had the lady choose just 1. So it was pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's kind of like half the fun when you get mystery boxes like that. You never know where you're going to get, and if you end up getting a Chase one, like, it makes it that much awesome.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and I agree with Caleb. Hollywood cannot come up with any original ideas these days. But they, you know, that's the thing about Hollywood is, you know, like, these movie companies are a business, and they're just going to do what they know makes them money. Whether it's Batman doing Batman over again, or kind of retreading ground with like Jurassic Park or whatever, you know, even the new Star Wars movies. Like, I haven't seen the new one, the newest one, by the way, yet. But, you know, like how like Episode 7 kind of retreaded ground from Episode 4. They're going to kind of go with what they know makes them money. It's hard for them to want to put like $300 million into a project where they don't know they're going to make their money back. Because that's like a good chunk of change. And so I can't say that I blame them. I do wish that there were more people out there that were willing to, you know, take some chances. But yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, I feel like they're sticking their cards too close to their chest. They definitely need to throw those cards out and, you know, see where they land. All right, next up on our list, we have Sarah Barnes. I'm excited for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Yes, it did seem like 2 and 3, but I don't really care. It's Jurassic Park. I can't say no. JP fan for life. Thank you so much, Sarah Barnes. And yeah, I agree with you. I'm still going to see the movie regardless. Like, I don't care if it definitely seems like 2 and 3. I mean, that's the same thing when it comes to the comparison of Star Wars, you know, 7 to 4, or now, who knows? I mean, we haven't seen the movie yet. But, I mean, I still am going to see it regardless. I think it looks amazing, and I've always loved Jurassic Park all the way back from the 90s. So, definitely am a Jurassic Park fan for life as well.
Yeah, me too. And really, where I was sold in the trailer, I don't care if it's really a retread. When they had, what's his name? Dr. Ian Malcolm?
Yeah, Ian Malcolm.
Yeah, is that the actor's name or the character's name?
The character's name is Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, that's the actor's name, Jeff Goldblum. Yes, thank you very much. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name, but his line where he, in the original movies where he was like, "Life will,
Life finds
find
a way."
Yeah, like that is one of my favorite lines in all of cinema. And so as soon as I saw he was in it, I was like, "Okay, sold. You got me. You got my money. Don't worry about it." Next comment is from Tony. It was very similar to the other Jurassic Park movies. I never did watch the Mist TV show. I did like the movie, though. Cool Predator pop. I like the original Predator. Have you heard they are making another Predator? I personally did not know that they were making another Predator movie. And I have no idea about this Mist TV show that apparently Tyler hates. And I've never seen him so angry in my life, I don't think, about a TV show. So I guess I won't be watching it.
Yeah, it's just horrible. If any of you have seen the Frank Darabont, who was the executive producer for The Walking Dead. So if any of you love The Walking Dead, go watch The Mist by Frank Darabont from the Stephen King adaptation. Now, they tried making a TV series of The Mist directly correlated with the book. And the book itself is an interesting read, but trying to adapt that into a movie, just like, no thanks. Nobody wants that. Frank Darabont did such an amazing job of verging off of the book to not make it so, like, religiously weird. I don't know. If you guys watch the movie, definitely go watch it for yourself. Make up your own mind. But it's just a little too odd for me. Like, I just couldn't get over what they were trying to pull off, and it just didn't work. The movie was amazing.
Alright, so next we have Pat said Jurassic World 2 should be good, looks very action-packed, and yes, looks a lot like Lost World. Chris Pratt is one of my favorite actors, and he's great as Star-Lord. Can't wait for 2018. Chris Pratt is also one of my favorite actors, Pat. He came, like, literally to me, came out of nowhere. I never watched, he was on, what was he on, Parks and Rec?
Parks and Rec.
I never watched that, and so I had no idea who he was. And then, like, all of a sudden, he was in, like, Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever, and, like, and he was hilarious, I thought. And so he just, like, came out of nowhere to me. Like, it was really cool.
I think that would be the same for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people did watch Parks and Rec, but for all the people just like you that didn't watch it, I mean, he was an overnight sensation. But the crazy thing about it is he was the exact same character that he was as Star-Lord in Parks and Rec. So if you go back and rewatch it, you're just all like, this is Star-Lord before Star-Lord. So, I mean, it's really good. Like, he's so funny. He is the comedic. I would say all the characters from Parks and Rec are definitely comedians. They're all comedians in their own right, but he definitely, like, plays the most dumbest character on the show that it just is hilarious. It's so good.
No. Next up, you want to read the next one?
Yeah, what do we got? Zoe Lee?
Yep.
Next up, Zoe Lee. I will see Jurassic World either way, and I never saw the Mist TV show. Thanks for warning me. I want all those pops. You got lucky with that Joker chase. Thank you so much, Zoe Lee. Yeah, I definitely did get very lucky, and I'm happy that I could help you to, pass on a really horrible show.
And so next we got Deadhead. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom looks epic. Count me in day one. Thanks for the comment, Deadhead. And I don't know if I'll be. I'm never a day one guy. I refuse to go to the theater on day one. I don't want to. I just hate the thought of sitting next to someone and fighting for armrest space, and and they're like they're talking or they're getting popcorn everywhere, or someone's kid is kicking me from behind, kicking my chair or something. I have to be like by myself in my own little bubble in the theater. I can't do it. Like when me and Caitlin went to the VIP movies, I told you about that whole experience where you get to order beer and all that. Like, yeah. Literally, there were like all these seats and there was hardly any people really. And then, like, right as the movie started, someone came and sat next to me, and I was so pissed. Like, I was so mad, dude. I was like, you mother. Anyway, yeah.
That's awesome.
So
next up we got Stacy Snow. Jurassic World 2 looks very good. I can't wait to see it. I did watch the Mist TV show, and I have to agree with you, it's not good at all. Funko Pops are a very fun collectible toy for everyone. I have a few myself. Thank you so much, Stacy Snow, and yeah, I do agree with you. They definitely are a fun collectible. So thank you so much for the comment. We really do appreciate it. And also, too, welcome to the channel, Stacy.
All right, so we got where are we at?
The next one is
gaming
news for December 13th.
Oh yeah, it was a super lame gaming day, gaming news day.
I didn't think it was lame. I don't know if any of you watched it, but the video definitely was not lame. There actually were some pretty awesome games in there. There's a few that I actually want to play, and then a few that I have actually played, and one that I want really bad.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a pretty good list.
I was searching around for like anything really, and then like all I could think of was just like, you know, like, oh, what's coming out, I guess, and those are the ones that I saw that looked really cool, especially with like the Zelda DLC. Like it looks amazing. Like Breath of the Wild is, I think, one of my favorite video games of like all time, like hands down. It's so good. Anyway, as far as the comments, we got Caleb for the DS. I would say, oh yeah, I asked my video. My wife got me a 2DS for Christmas and gave it to me early, and so now I've been having this huge like problem where I don't know what game to buy basically. And so he recommended, Caleb recommended the Lego Star Wars Collection and Alien Infestation are really good. Also, any Zelda game ever made, basically. So yeah, and that'll be my next one. Will be Majora's Mask for sure. Because Majora's Mask is my absolute favorite. Over, like, I love Ocarina of Time. I think Majora's Mask is more fun. And I actually meant to ask you, Caleb, I don't think I mentioned this when I commented back. What type of game is Alien Infestation? I haven't looked it up yet, and so if you get a chance, if you see this, just let me know. Because I love most any types of video games, but I was just, I'd never heard of it, and so I just kind of like want to know what type of game it is before I look into it, if it's like a strategy game or whatever.
I think the game he's referring to is, if it's Aliens Infestation, it's Aliens.
Well, yeah, I get that, but I want to know, is it like a strategy game, or is it like a, I mean, I understand it's from Aliens.
Oh, gotcha, okay, sorry.
Like what genre? Yeah.
Oh, gotcha, okay, yeah.
So next one, we got Spencer. I actually have Okami Den for the DS, and it's a great game. The first time I played it was on the Wii, and the music and visuals are spot on. I'd recommend the Zelda The Phantom Hourglass or Metroid Prime Hunters. They're both good. Thank you for this comment so much, Spencer. I had completely forgotten that they had Metroid on the DS. So I'm super jazzed about this, actually, and I think Metroid's one of my favorite game series, and that'll probably be one of my very near purchases in the near future. Will be Metroid. So thanks again, Spencer.
Yeah, thank you so much, Spencer, for the comment. Sorry, everybody. One of the things I will have to say that I agree with Spencer Spark is I actually did play Okami on the Wii as well. And I have to say that game on the Wii was so immersive and amazing, especially with, if for any of you who have played it, you know that you play like the spirit dog, and he has different types of powers, but you have to use a paintbrush to like make wind or make fire.
The motion controls.
But you had to use the motion with the Wiimotes and like move your hands around and stuff. So it was really fun. Like it made it so interactive. Yeah. And the Wii at that time, like that was one of the first games, I think next to Resident Evil 4 that I had played that was so immersive because of the way the controls were set up. It was a perfect game. If any of you still have a Wii and are able to go back and find Okami for the Wii, I'd highly recommend you play that game.
That's what now that I think about it, I know I said in my video, I think I said I played it on PS2, but now that you said the Wii, that is totally the platform I played it on, because I remember having to do like the different motions for different things, and it was very, very cool. So that is, yeah. Let's see. After we had, let's see, Deadhead?
Yeah, Deadhead, I'll read that one.
Okay.
Very good list of games coming out. Great vid. Also, there are a lot of games for DS. It's very hard to decide. Thank you so much, Deadhead. And yeah, I have to completely agree with you. There are so many DS games, especially like when they came out with the 3DS and the DS Lite and the DS XL and the DS everything. Like, there's just so many DSs. But even the 2DS, which ended up selling like 1 million units, and that's what I think, if I'm not mistaken, T-Rock87 has the 2DS. But yeah, there's a lot of games. It literally seems like it never ends. You could just find a new game every day and probably never play all of them in your lifetime.
Yeah, and that's my whole conundrum is I don't know like what to start with, but I got a lot of really great suggestions here. Pat said that sucks about your Switch. Sorry to rub it in, but I love my Switch. I have not yet played the new DLC of Breath of the Wild, but I want to. What I think you should try for the DS is Final Fantasy 3 and Mario Kart. They're very addicting. You have been warned. Yeah, I'm really bummed about selling my Switch. I am an impulsive person, and sometimes I make impulsive decisions, and sometimes they're bad decisions. So I mean, eventually I'll get another Switch whenever I can. If I can ever talk my wife back into like letting me spend $300 again, I'll get another one. But
I do have one thing really quickly just to say on the Mario Kart, because I do actually have the Mario Kart for the DS.
Oh, do you?
And one thing that's actually really fun for that game is you can connect, if you have multiple DSs, regardless if it's the 3DS, the DS Lite, or whatever, you can actually link them. So only one person has to have the game, and then you can link all the rest up to 4 players, and you all can play that game in the same area. So you have to all be together,
right?
But only one person has to have the game. So I thought that was always something so fun when me and my wife would have other people come and join us. We'd all be able to play Mario Kart on the DS, like just sitting on the couch, all playing and having fun. So it's pretty fun.
I am curious though, then, because I don't know as much about the DS. Could like maybe myself and you play a DS game together, like even though we're not in the same state?
I think there's only a few certain games
that you can play
that
over
allow,
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's over online type of online.
Oh, okay, I was just curious. But yeah, Mario Kart, I do want to. I probably pick up Mario Kart. Final Fantasy 3, I will definitely pick up. I love Final Fantasy, so that will be one I'll definitely be picking up. Stacy said, I don't play games a lot, but I have used the Switch. It's a very unique device, and the games are very fun. One game I'll be playing is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I did play it on PC at my friend's house, and it was such a fun game. It's probably safe to say we're all poor from the holidays. Yes, we are. At least, yeah. I'm sure a lot of us are poor from the holidays, Stacy. Actually, an update to PUBG. I haven't bought it yet for Xbox One, but be warned for anybody who is thinking about buying it. I read a ton of reviews out there. A lot of people are saying that basically, because it is an early access, and this is kind of their first pass at bringing it to Xbox. There are some issues with as far as like the frame rate dropping down to like 20 frames a second, stuff like that. And so if you do go buy it, if you do spend $30 on it, just know that there will be some issues. It's not a finished game. And so go in with that expectation. I think you'll have more fun that way, that, knowing that there will be problems, and I think you'll be, instead of expecting, this high bar that this game is set for itself, really, because it's just like this crazy, sensation that just like all of a sudden, it seems like overnight, like all of a sudden, like everyone's playing, PUBG. And so, yeah, just temper your expectations if you do buy it, that there will be some issues. And maybe any of you guys play on Xbox One. Maybe I'll see you on there at some point.
Yeah, I definitely will be buying that game. And I just have to say, to add on to that point, it definitely does blow my mind that they had so much time to try to get out all the kinks and problems with this game because it came out on PC first. That it's so weird to me that there's problems with it already, and it just dropped.
It's still in early access on PC. It's still not finished. Like, I don't know that it ever will be finished, honestly. It's just, yeah, it blows my mind. But, I mean, they aren't a very big developer. They've only got like 100, I think it's like 100 people.
Did you read about that thing, not to get off topic here, but did you read about that thing when it comes to Fortnite, where the creator of Fortnite was trying to say that everybody was ripping off his game? And, like, PUBG and all that kind of stuff were, like, basically copycats of his game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then,
he was basically, no offense to the guy who created that game, but he was kind of butthurt because PUBG and a lot of these other games were doing much better than his game, and his game did come out first, so I could see where people could think that it's a ripoff or a copy or something like that, where he thinks it is. These types of games have been around since I mean, back in the day, like even though they may not have specifically been exactly like this, these type of games have been around for decades, if not years.
Yeah.
So for someone to claim that like they ripped off my game, no, you ripped off somebody 10 years ago. Like, okay,
Right.
everybody rips off everybody in this industry, so there's no way to say I created that.
Yeah, you know what's really funny about that now is that the Fortnite's doing the exact same thing. He's got like he's got they've got a battle royal mode in Fortnite now, and so they're literally doing the same thing. And like now it's like, you know, they're ripping off. Sorry, I'm trying to open up a web window. They're ripping off PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds basically.
Yeah, that's like, what I was. Yeah, that's what I was reading. Something about that, where they were trying to take back some. What he claims is taking back.
Gonna take back my game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
We're gonna take back our game and the way we built it.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot. I mean, like, yeah, like I said, no offense to him, but he needs to chill. All right, so all right. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's just open up a web window real quick. So we got...
We were at JD Knight 7. Cool, good info. Thank you, JD Knight. Yeah, it was definitely cool and some good info.
And next up, we got TNT Gaming. Good info on games and good luck to the giveaway winner. Thank you, TNT Gaming. I do appreciate that. And yeah, I am excited. We're going to be doing this here real soon, so I'm getting good and excited about it.
Next up, we do have Tony Figure. I'm excited for PUBG on Xbox. It's going to be a huge game for sure. Also, Final Fantasy Rings of Fate or Super Mario 64 DS are a few I play and like a lot on my DS. Thank you so much, Tony Figure. I've never played Final Fantasy Ring of Fates, but I have played that Super Mario 64, and it's way fun. If any of you remember it from the Nintendo 64, it's pretty similar. There are a few slight changes for the DS to make it a little bit more unique for that, but it's a fun game. I'd recommend it. If you liked the Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64, you'll like this game.
God, that's another game that I'm really excited about for the Switch. Another reason I want to get a Switch again is the Super Mario Odyssey. I don't know. Have you seen any videos on that?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen a few videos, and it looks amazing. Like, yeah. I remember when they came out with, what was the one where Super Mario... Was it? No, not Odyssey. It's the one where he shoots through the stars. There was Paper Mario.
Oh,
which
Galaxy.
Was an amazing... Yeah, Mario Galaxy. Paper Mario and Mario Galaxy, when those two came out, I was so blown away by how amazing they both were. That, I mean, any Mario game from then on, like, has pretty much won me over. Like, yeah. I pretty much love any Mario game. There's not really one I can, like, just point at and be like, I didn't like that one.
You know, the one I played on my DS that came with it, the Super Mario Brothers 2, the only thing I was bummed out about was that it was short, I feel like. It wasn't that long. And I just wanted it to be, like, a little bit longer, because I blew through it in, like 3 days, honestly. I mean, I haven't gotten like all the levels or all the you know, unlockable stuff, but I feel like it was short. Oh, sorry, I am so tired. I did not sleep very well. All right, so let's move on to the best film starring Star Wars, The Last Jedi cast.
All right, in this particular video, all they went over is other movies that the cast of The Last Jedi have been in. So other movies they've been in, movies they're coming up previously going to be in, or movies they've already done. And also TV shows, so it's not just specifically movies, but it's anything that they've done in their career. So it's kind of cool. First up on our list, we do have Caleb Stone, and Caleb Stone says, I'm going tonight at 10 p.m. Also, too, sorry, just as a side note, I did say, you know, with the release being, since it was Thursday, with the release being of Star Wars that day, you know, let us know if we're going to go see it or anything like that. So, sorry, here we go. Caleb Stone, I'm going tonight at 10 p.m. I'm super stoked. It's going to be awesome. I would have to say overall the cast that was chosen for the new Star Wars is great. They are amazing actors in their own rights. There are 2 movies I had never heard of you mentioned I will have to check out. Thank you so much, Caleb Stone. I did end up asking what those 2 movies were, but he has not responded yet. So thank you so much, Caleb Stone, for that response, for the comment. We really do appreciate it.
So So we got Tony said, I can't wait. I'm going on Saturday. Bought my tickets like 3 weeks ago. I like all those actors. They are great. Yeah, I can't think of anybody in Star Wars as far as the actors that I don't like. I think the one I think it was more his role in the movie, John Boyega. I guess from the episode 7, I didn't like Finn, or not Finn. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Finn? Yeah,
Finn.
Finn.
Yeah, Finn.
I didn't like him nearly as much as I liked every other character. And I'm really hoping with the next one that they do a little bit more character development with him specifically, because I think he's a good actor. I think he did a good job. He was not my favorite character.
Yeah, if any of you want to see a movie, I actually just watched this last night, and it's a really good movie. It has John Boyega, Emma Watson, and Tom Hanks in it, and it's called The Circle. And it's basically about this tech company who wants to be involved in everybody's life 24/7.
Oh, it's Facebook.
Yeah, it's basically, it almost seems like they're trying to like play off of Facebook, Twitter,
Google,
all
Apple,
these
like
social
yeah.
social websites, but
How
it's like
was that?
one company controlling all of it. And oh my goodness, if any of you want to see a really amazing movie, like go watch it.
Me and Caitlin
Literally.
really wanted to see that. We
Yeah.
haven't seen it, so good to know. I'll let her know because she was super excited for that movie, and we totally just, I think it kind of like dropped off our radar because we both forgot about it entirely. So
Yeah, but John Boyega's in that movie, and he actually is really good in that movie. He plays a really good role. I mean, if you want to see something where he's not in Star Wars, another movie that I did mention was Attack the Block, which was about these aliens that come to the block, and these two kids have to try to like stop them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty interesting kind of funny sci-fi movie. So there's Attack the Block, and then The Circle, and then obviously Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and now Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So he's been in a few movies. He's definitely making a come up in his career.
No.
But go see The Circle. It's really good.
All right, you want to read some comments?
Yeah, who do we have next? We got Tony Figure.
No, Spencer. I just read
Oh,
some
sorry. Spencer Spark. My girlfriend and I are going tonight at midnight. We are way excited. We started watching episodes 1 through 7 on Monday, so we will be caught up again for tonight. We're so excited. When are you guys going to see it? Thank you so much, Spencer Spark, for the comment. I'm going to try to go this week to go see it.
I probably won't be. Mine will be probably like the week after that. Maybe just like right after New Year's or something like that. Maybe, I guess. Like I said, I need the theaters to calm down a little bit before I go see it, so I don't freak out on someone.
Well, I guess one of the nice things I would say about this movie is you can guarantee, because it's going to be so massive, and they're projecting what, like $425 billion or something, like the craziest number of any movie in history.
Oh my
we'll see
God.
if it even hits that number. But one of the crazy things is this movie's going to be in the theater for at least months. Like, you know, look
yeah.
at Thor Ragnarok is still in movie theaters.
Yeah.
And then also it is still in movie theaters, even though that came out back in what, August, September? I don't even remember now. But it's still in movie theaters. So Star Wars is definitely going to be in movie theaters. I wouldn't be surprised if until February, maybe even March.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Dude, we keep waiting. We keep waiting for Thor Ragnarok, and it's literally not even in the dollar theaters yet. Like, I literally, because we were gonna go see it, and I was just like, oh, well, let's just go to the cheap movie theaters and go see it, and it's still not there. And so yeah, I am super upset about that, actually. That it's like, I mean, it must have done really well, obviously, but movies. Some movies stay in theaters way a long time. Ugh.
Yeah, it is definitely really weird.
So next we got Pat said, my husband and I are going to go see it at 7:45 p.m. tonight in 3D. We're very excited. My husband is dressing up as Kylo Ren, so that will be fun. All the actors in Star Wars are great. Thanks for the comment, Pat, and that's pretty cool. I love the idea of dressing up to go see a movie, like, you know, getting like doing like a cosplay type thing. I am not brave enough to go do that personally. I just feel like people would make fun of me. But that, you know, I think that's really cool when people do it. And when I see people do that, I always think it's super neat. Yeah, Pat, hope you guys had fun with the movie. I know that was a couple days ago and you've already seen it. I'm curious to how the 3D is. I don't think I've ever really gone to a 3D theater. Like I think I went one time and that was it. When it first started becoming a thing. So next we got Sarah Barnes. I like Daisy Ridley. She is a great new actor. Mark Hamill, always known as Luke Skywalker for sure. I watched Adam Driver on Girls before he was Kylo Ren. I like his acting. Great vid. I never saw that show, honestly, Sarah. So I don't have much to say as far as like Adam Driver goes. Adam Driver's another person who like just like to me came out of nowhere. Like he was like not on my radar at all, and then all of a sudden he was like Kylo Ren. And so, but they do. I mean, like Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, they were all I feel like kind of unknowns when the, when Star Wars first came out. They weren't like well-known faces, and I think that was purposeful.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. I would say though, just to go off of your point, the only one person out of all three of those was really Daisy Ridley. Like she has no other films or acting really to her name. John Boyega, like I said, did have like Attack the Block, like maybe a decade ago or less, and then we have the other actor who's had several movies, but Daisy Ridley is the only one out of all three of them who literally had no movies at all. She just literally came out of nowhere, and she's a great actress. I thought she does an amazing job as Rey.
Oh yeah, she definitely does, dude. I love Rey's character. I think she does a fantastic job. You want to read the next two comments?
Yeah, who are we on?
We're on Stacy.
Stacy
Snow.
Stacy Snow says, "Hi, I just found your channel. It was in my recommended. I can tell you already. I'm gonna like your content. I liked all the actors from Star Wars. Great video. Thank you so much, Stacy Snow. I think that it's kind of awesome. I've never actually I didn't know that we would ever show up in the recommended for anybody, honestly. So when I saw that comment, I kind of lost my mind. I was just like, we're showing up in the recommended, what?
Right.
So that's actually pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Stacy Snow, for letting us know that. That's really awesome. I mean, it blew my mind. I was super stoked.
Yeah, that is super cool to hear. It's cool how fun. I remember, so actually I meant to mention this earlier, like how YouTube works and just the way like people come across your channel out of nowhere, or the way like, I remember our very first video that started getting like a lot of views at one time, was that we did like a movie video together about different movies, and like Tomb Raider was one of the movies coming out, and it just so happened that they were going to release like a Tomb Raider, I think, trailer or announcement.
Yeah, it was a trailer.
Yeah,
it was a trailer.
Yeah, it was a trailer. And so like, and we just happened to release our video around the time that the trailer came out, and so like a ton of people clicked on our video, like just out of nowhere, and like we were both freaking out about it because we're like, oh my god, we're gonna be YouTube famous, like.
Well, yeah. So just as a little funny thing on top of that, I remember. So we're both shooting this video. We're done with the video. T-Rec 87 goes to go home because we're both at my house in that video. Mm. He goes to go home. All of a sudden, our views just start like bam, 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 bam. They're going up. They're going up. They're going up. I call him on the phone, and I remember at one point, because he's like, "I gotta go." We're like, we're so excited. We're talking back and forth, and then I'm like, "Don't forget about me." I'm like, "Don't forget about me," because I'm just all like, "We're gonna blow up right here." It was our first time blowing up, so we were just so excited. I was like ecstatic, beyond the moon.
And
like
and by blowing up,
literally,
it was like
I was like, "Don't forget
views.
about me." Yeah,
yeah.
We literally were only at like 70. Yeah, he's right. We were only at like 60, 70 views. But to see something like that happen within the first like 10 minutes of your video going up, you're just like, "Holy crap! What just happened?"
Right? Yeah. You're just like, oh, it was really cool. So yeah. Anyway. So from that, I guess, Stacy, thank you for finding our channel, and you left a ton of really nice comments in all our videos. And we really do appreciate it, so welcome. The next comment, JD Night 7 this weekend going to see Star Wars. Thank you for the comment, JD. And anyway, I don't know if you've seen it yet or not at this point, but I hope you had fun. I hope it was great. So
yeah, thank you so much. Also, next up on the list we have Faith Tomb. And it says, "The Last Jedi is going to be epic. I can't wait. We are going tonight. All the cast is awesome, and I have seen most of all of their work outside of Star Wars. Great video." Thank you so much, Faith Tomb. And yeah, I mean, they like we said, we just had that conversation about different movies and the actors and stuff. So yeah, they've had a lot of great movies, and it's definitely worth checking out.
All right, and then Zoe Lee said, my family are going to go see it tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully the crowds are less during the day. I'm so excited to see it. Can't wait. Thank you for the comment, Zoe. And I doubt the crowds were less during the day. I'm sure the theater was still packed. You can't have something like Star Wars and expect anything reasonable. Honestly, like, it's just, no matter what, there's going to be, for so many generations of people, this is a big deal. This dating all the way back to, the 70s. And people growing up in the 70s to all the way now today. There's fans from that many years. That's like, what, 40 years of fans, basically, almost, or 30 years of fans.
Yeah,
and that's why, like, when, like, the Battlefront 2 thing, the Battlefront 2 fiasco happened with the microtransactions, that's why everybody took notice. I feel like, because it was Star Wars. Had this been any other game, it would have just gone by and not been a big deal. But you screw with Star Wars and everyone gets pissed. Like, that is something that everybody loves. And you had, like, lawmakers getting mad, wanting to, like, make laws because of this whole thing. Disney was super mad at EA over this. And just everybody was mad. But I feel like I said, it was because it was Star Wars. Had this been any other thing, nobody would have cared,
It's bad when the CEO of Disney calls EA to let them know they did something wrong. I think that's when you know something's wrong.
I would be frightened for my life if the CEO of Disney ever called me to say something like that. I'd be afraid, like, the House of Mouse can come break my kneecaps.
Yeah,
type thing. Like, it would super, super scare me. Anyway, we gotta move on. We gotta wrap soon, so we gotta hustle. So anyway, next one is my loot crate, the tank loot crate, for my November crate that came mid-December, that I'm so not salty about. Anyway, Faith said, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say really quickly, and then we get on to it. I'm definitely really salty too. I don't know if you actually got the email or not from Loot Crate. I love Loot Crate. Don't get me wrong, everybody. This is not bashing them by any means, but they're actually going to be upping their charge by $3 starting next month for everybody across the board.
What?
So, like, yeah, it goes up by $3. So I've decided that I'm definitely going to... I know that you've decided you're probably going to look for something else, and I think I've decided. I also might try a new box, because there's a lot of boxes out there. It's not just Loot Crate. That seems to be the most popular one, but there's other stuff out there we can definitely find.
Yeah, I feel like that I definitely will be... Like, we should find something more niche that's maybe smaller and less known, I think is what we're going to look for in the future. Just something different, yeah, because they haven't been great to me. Honestly, like I love the stuff we get. It's just, my shipment comes later and later every month. I'm already paying $30 for it, and now it's gonna be $33. So I'm glad I canceled, honestly. But there will be other things.
Yeah, I'm getting the one last month, so I will have one last month.
Yeah,
and then I'm stopping, because I had to get this next month. So if anybody's seen it, it's got like Destiny 2, Star Wars, and I can't remember what the third one is, but it's definitely going to be a great crate.
Yeah, I'm getting this. Yeah, like I said, me too. I'm getting one more month, and we're doing one more with the snack crate too, and then we're going to try to find, like, me and Caitlin are going to try to find some, like, something exotic snack wise. Like, we want, like, exotic snacks or just something different, because, like, the stuff the snack crate's been sending us lately, like, it looks like I could go to, like, Walmart. And, like, like, they sent me ho-hos. It was basically, I'm like, cool, I don't want ho-hos, I want something crazy. And so we're going to try and find something cool.
Yeah, what's actually, just really quickly, me and my wife went to our World Market. If any of you have been to World Market, we found, no joke, all of that stuff that you get out of those crates, we found it there. Yeah. It's literally, all of it is at World Market. I was telling my wife, I was like, how crazy would it be if T-Rec87 and his wife just went to World Market, picked up a bunch of crap, stuck it in a box, and was like, hey, we're going to make our own snack crate, Like, it's totally doable.
Yeah, you totally could. Hey, buddy, come here. Sorry, my dog decided he wanted to join. But yeah, and I know that kind of stuff is for sale at those places, and so, we're gonna find something cool. We're gonna, we'll find something different. Anyway, so let's move on to the comments. Faith Toom said, cool shirt. I like how you're going to go give that gear sword to your kids to battle. Haha, good stuff, great video. So I actually did give it to my kids, and my one of my boys, the one I gave it to, immediately tried to give it to my dog. So I think he was unimpressed with my gift. But I mean, he knows the dog chooses on, like, you know, he's got different toys, and so he was just trying to give him a toy, which is really cute. It was super cute to see. But they have yet to battle with it, so I'm kind of waiting with my phone at the ready so I can, like, hopefully get, like, a video. But
nice.
I like that. Right. Oh, that shirt trick. Let me read this really quick. Caleb Stone, I like that shirt trick. Very funny. Also, the box is big for how little you got, but a few cool items. Yeah. For anybody that saw that, I don't know if you've ever seen Johnny Quest. Like the animated series, but that's totally what that's from, that Sim Salabim thing. I just, for some reason, it like popped into my head as I was doing it. I was like, I'll just say that. And but it's totally from I used to watch a lot of Johnny Quest when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite TV shows. So thank you, Caleb. All right, so you want to go ahead and read the next one?
Yeah, we got Tony Figure. I really like that shirt and poster. The gaming crate is personally too expensive monthly. I think so. It's too expensive monthly. I think so. I understand. They have other geeky boxes similar to Loot Crate. Thank you so much, Tony Figure. And yeah, like we just mentioned, we will be stopping that coming up here soon and looking for something new. So if any of you watching this do have any suggestions on other boxes that are similar to Loot Crate, that you know that we would like based on, you know, movies or games or anything like that we do here on the channel, let us know. We'd love to know. Let us know down in the comments below, like what other boxes or other things you would love to see or have used before in the past.
Yeah, that would be cool. We would love to hear suggestions about it. I don't know what comment we're on. I'm sorry.
Pat said.
Oh, Pat said no more Snack Crate and Loot Crate. Where will it end? LOL. I understand it builds that up fast. I look forward to what comes next. Great video. Well, thank you, Pat. I appreciate it, and that is part of it too. As we were spending, you know, $63 a month on it, I was just like, oh gosh, you know, we could put this towards bills or something different, you know, and make more productive use of our money. Especially at the holidays, like we're gonna have a good Christmas, but it sort of put us in the poorhouse a little bit. But yeah, next month or after this, we get these next ones. I am gonna find like a new crate to do, and we would both love your suggestions. If you guys know of any other Snack Crate type things or any other Loot Crate type things, we would love to hear about it.
Last up on the list, we do have Dominating Spud. Another nice crate opening, dude. Love watching this man. Hope to see many more. Thank you so much, Dominating Spud. So like we said, we're going to be looking for something new to do as far as for unboxings. So look forward in the future. Obviously, we'll each have one more box, and then look forward to something new after that. Hopefully, by the time we each get our new boxes, we'll have an idea of what we're going to be doing after that.
No. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to your new movies, because we still have to do the drawing thing. So let's move on to the new movies video, just real quickly.
All right, and this is new movies premiering next week, because there are actually surprisingly a lot of movies coming out next week. We have 2 movies coming out Wednesday, which is Jumanji and The Greatest Showman, and then we have 3 or 4 movies coming out on Friday, literally 2 days later.
So there's going to be a lot of movies that do really poorly next week, is what you're saying.
Well, so that's what I'm worried about, is like because of Star Wars, are all of these movies going to get like overshadowed because people are just going to be like, I don't want to see any of these.
Yeah,
but with The Greatest Showman, I think The Greatest Showman out of all the movies listed is probably going to be, hopefully, I'm hoping that it's probably going to do the best out of all of them.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, Greatest Showman looks really good, but any movie is going to get overshadowed by Star Wars. I think honestly, it's just going to happen. There's no way around it, really.
It kind of reminds me of like what DC did with the Justice League, releasing it so close to freaking Thor Ragnarok. Mm-hmm. Like it literally just overshadowed.
Yeah, if they would have released it at a different time, it probably would have done a little bit better.
I read an article that said if they would have released it in like February or March, that it would have done extremely better than it did.
Yeah, I bet. All right, so you want to go ahead and kick off the comments?
Yeah, first up on the list, we do have Pat Said, and it says, I have to agree, I do like origin movies of real people. I liked Walt before Mickey. We are going to see Jumanji and The Greatest Showman. last night was crazy at the Star Wars showing. We went to my husband, like I said, dressed up as Kylo Ren, and everyone wanted a picture with him. It was cool. The movie was awesome. I liked it a lot. Great video. Thank you so much, Pat said, and that's really awesome. I love the fact that people dress up, and it's really fun when you go to these kind of big events like this. Like, I'm sure throughout the whole weekend, people were still dressing up. It wasn't just the premiere only.
Yeah. Like,
so,
I like stuff like that. Like, I've always wanted to go to, like, a Comic-Con type thing where people are, like, dressed up and do stuff like that, and check it out. I've, like, never been to one. And that's something I do want to try to do, like, next year, is go check one of those out and see all the cool costumes and everything like that, so.
Yeah, I think it'd be really fun if me and you venture our way down to San Diego Comic-Con next year.
I think if we plan it out, we could definitely do it. I just need to know. I need to know when we need to get the tickets, and I mean, it would be cool. It would be cool because we could totally stream it and like talk about it and stuff like that, and share it with everyone. So
yeah, see all the new stuff. Because they do the panels, too, for, like, new comic book movies, all the different types of stuff. So
right.
It's definitely a fun place and fun time to be there. Next up, we do have Faith Tomb. We went Thursday night. The lines were crazy, I must say. The movie was epic, by the way. There were a few people that kept talking through almost the whole movie who ended up getting kicked out of the movie. So that sucked for them, but was great for the rest of us. Definitely go see it. I will see all those movies that you mentioned. Thank you so much, Faith Tomb. That kind of sucks. Sorry about people talking during your theater. That's kind of weird. When I always remember when I go see, like when I went and saw The Force Awakens, I went by myself, and it was snowing that day, I remember. But when I went by myself, there was nobody in the theater. Like, everyone was silent. Like, it was dead silence until the very end. Even at the part, that was the biggest part in the movie that everybody gasped at. Like, everybody in the theater gasped. Like, we all gasped at the same time. And a lot of you probably remember what that part is. I'm not going to ruin it here for all of you who haven't seen the movie, but, yeah. So, sorry that happened to you.
Next comment is from Zoe Lee. We went yesterday to see Star Wars, and I have to say it was epic and a great movie. The crowds was really not that bad. I was surprised, and I want to see all the movies on your list. Great video. Thank you for the comment, Zoe. I'll be totally honest with you, Tyler. I did not watch your video. You uploaded it after. It was like close to the time I had to go to work, and I went to work where I have no data on my phone, so I went over my data limit. And then by the time I got home, I'd completely forgotten. I meant to watch it, but. So I don't know the movies you were talking about really, other than I know you just kind of mentioned them. So, but I had no idea up until this point.
I would say one of the coolest movies I think next week coming out. Obviously, not only Jumanji: The Last Jungle and The Greatest Showman, but Downsizing with Matt Damon. If any of you have seen the trailer for that, it's basically where people start the world's getting overpopulated, so everybody shrinks down to try to combat that, and it looks really funny.
I saw something about that. That does look interesting. I kind of want to see that. That's more of like a Redbox rental, I think, for me though. To be totally honest with you.
That's how T-Rex 87 rates his movies. He's just all movie theater, Redbox rental.
Well, I mean, that's how we do things. Gotta save the big movies for the theater.
Fair enough.
Yeah, with kids, having kids, it's hard to find time to go to the movies. I know you know that. It's tough to find free time. So where were we at?
I think we're at Spencer Spark, right?
Yeah.
Spencer Spark. My girlfriend and I love Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It was a very satisfying entry to the Star Wars saga. Go see it. Great vid. Thank you so much, Spencer Spark. And I love hearing. I've heard a lot of different things out there so far because, I mean, obviously it came out on Thursday, an official release on Friday. I've heard so many different things. People either didn't necessarily like it, people loved it, people were kind of in the middle of the road. So I love to see comments where people are just like, it's a great entry, this movie was amazing, definitely go see it, it's epic. So I definitely am going to go see it myself, regardless of what anybody says or if anybody doesn't like it or likes it. I'm going to go see it myself and give my own opinion. So very excited. Thank you so much for the comment. Next up, we have Deadhead.
Deadhead, okay. So I'm definitely seeing all these movies on or before the end of the year. Good list and great vid. Thank you, Deadhead. We do appreciate the comment. And yeah, a lot of these movies I will be seeing. It's a matter of when. I think is my whole thing.
Yeah, I definitely will be seeing these movies too, but I'll probably be on the same list as Tarek, where some of these movies might be Redbox.
Yeah, and if the movie's really bad, if you're really like, and then you go to like wait till it comes on Netflix, it is like the bottom tier of my rating scale, and that's like 3 years down the road, and that's if you just like absolutely don't want to see this movie.
Well, you know, surprisingly enough, movies are coming pretty fast on like Netflix, Hulu,
Yeah,
Amazon.
well, Netflix is probably trying to do something to get more people to subscribe before the Disney machine comes and chews them up and spits them out. Now that Disney owns Fox and they're going to start their own streaming service, like, I'm sorry, Netflix is like hosed, in my opinion.
I'm kind of curious as to what's going to happen to Hulu personally.
Well, they own Hulu.
Well, I know, but it's only a majority share. But I'm just curious: will they do away with Hulu and make it part of their Disney streaming service? Will Hulu stay as it is and become a slight competitor? Like, it's just, I don't know. I wonder what's going to happen.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe they'll have like a combo package where if you buy the Disney thing and the Hulu thing, you save money. And maybe Hulu will be more like an adult-oriented service, where they have like their more adult films and stuff like that, and then have like a Disney service that's more, for the kids, Disney, this, that, and the other. So maybe they'll take advantage of that in that way. I don't know. It's hard to say.
It will be interesting to see what they are going to do with all of those R-rated movies from 20th Century Fox with their streaming service. So it will be interesting to see how they pull that off.
Yeah.
But I know they did announce, though, apologize, sorry to get off topic. I know that Bob Iger did announce, though, that they are going to keep Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool rated R. So that's some exciting, great news for everybody.
Yes, that is pretty cool. I am excited about that as well. And I am excited about all the possibilities this opens up as far as like, character like crossovers, like with the Fantastic Four and X-Men and Deadpool and stuff. As far as like with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he did say something about like there's room to have like an R-rated section of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, kind of its own thing still a little bit. But I am excited about what it opens up possibility-wise. I just hate that Disney's just this giant machine that like owns the planet, basically. Like, you don't even know. Like, most people don't realize like how much Disney owns. Like, if you don't know, if you think Disney's just a theme park company and they have some cartoons, like, go look it up. Disney owns a lot of stuff. They own They have
their own island.
Yeah,
they own their own island, their own cruise service, their own hotel chain.
They own like 32% of the movie industry now.
Yeah,
or something like that. It was something crazy,
if not more now.
Yeah, but go look it up. Like the House of Mouse is a force to be reckoned with, and I feel like they are slowly becoming the evil empire. Is how I feel about it. It's yeah. Anyway, I big corporations are terrible, and Disney is not exempt from that. Even though they make great products, and I buy and watch a lot of them, I still hate them. So anyway, last comment, and then we'll move on to the drawing here, because I definitely got to wrap. Tony said, "I'm so excited. I'm going in a few hours to see Star Wars. I will see a few of the movies you listed. Probably won't have time to see them all. Isn't that the truth, Tony? We just don't. There's not enough time in the day, unfortunately, to do all the things we want to do. But anyway, hope Star Wars went great for you. I hope you had a lot of fun, and I'm super excited for that as well. I am a little bit bummed. Now, I'm super excited for the drawing, what we're going to do here. I am a little bit bummed because the extension I'm using, it won't appear on this, like, the web page you're seeing here in the background. So I got to do it on a side web page, unfortunately, which really sucks because I wanted to do it live and let everybody see it, but I'm just going to have to do it and then, like, have you guys, and then just basically draw. So we had decided that the video with the most comments was the Last Jedi one, or the Star Wars cast one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, the best film starring the Star Wars.
Here we go. Pick a winner. Bing. Okay.
Wow, looks like
oh, you can see it. Nobody else can see it. You can't see it. Don't you announce it. This is my contest. I forgot I was screen sharing with you. So our winner is Tony Figure. Tony, you are the winner. I am super stoked. So Basically, I will leave this in the description as well. What I need you to do for me, Tony, is
Congratulations,
yeah,
Tony.
congratulations, dude. I'm super excited. I do want to give you an option though, and the option may not. There's not like a ton of these left, and so I need you to get back to me soon, as soon as you can. It looks like okay, so. On Amazon, I need you to send me your address, Tony, and I'm assuming Tony Figure is your real name. If it's not, I need you to send me your real name as well, because when I ship it out with FedEx, I don't know if they're gonna like try to check your ID or anything like that. You usually don't. But if you decide to have it like dropped off at like say like a Walgreens or something like that where they can hold it for you, like the Walgreens does that now, by the way. They're gonna need to check your ID. So I need to make sure that's your real name, Tony. I need you to send me an address, and the email address I want you to send it to is mgknights8587@gmail.com. I will leave that in the description below as well, just for security's sake, just so everybody knows. If you send me an email, it's gonna pop up with your display name in the very beginning. So if anybody tries to send me a bogus email, I'm gonna know. So nobody do that, please. I have been super worried about how I'm going to verify this whole time, and it's been like really stressing me out. So nobody mess with this. I'm super excited about it. So Tony, I'm going to give you a choice. And if you don't get back to me soon, I'm not going to be able to do this. But I will give you the choice because this one only has 4 left. But you can either get the 10 Funko Pop random box, or there is a Funko Pop mystery 6-pack with 1 random limited edition chase. So you get 5 mystery pops and 1 chase pop, but there's only 4 left, so I need to know soon, is the thing. And if they sell out, I just won't be able to send that one to you. I'll have to give you the other one. But like I said, I will leave our email address in the description below. Congratulations, Tony.
Yeah, congratulations.
Super excited, dude.
And thank you to everybody this week who actually took part in the contest.
Yes.
I mean, it definitely was. We got a lot of comments, a lot of great comments, and we just want to say that we really do appreciate everybody who took part in the contest and all of the great comments. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah, I absolutely. That was the whole point of this. Was it just I love talking to you guys. We both do. And this is just kind of my way of, basically I just guess Merry Christmas, as far as like it's, Happy Holidays, wanted to give back. And we love talking to you guys. So it's been a lot of fun, and we want to keep doing it. So again, Tony, super excited for you, man. Send me that email. Let me know your address, and then I will literally, as soon as you send it to me, I will have and tell me which pop box you want. I will get it shipped off, and as soon as I get a tracking number, I will forward that to you. That way you can track it. So again, congratulations, buddy. I hope you get some really cool pops. If you do feel like it, if you feel so inclined or inspired, you could definitely send us a picture of what pops you get, and I would be super appreciative because I want to know.
I want to know too.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah, send us a picture. We'll put it in one of our videos. That way everybody knows what you got, and we can kind of share that way, I guess. So, anyways, Tyfly, you got anything else for us?
No, I don't. I just want to say thanks again for everybody who watched from the very beginning. Thank you so much for everyone's support over the last several months, and also within these live streams. We really do appreciate it, guys. We love doing these live streams. And just, thanks again overall. Thanks again for comments, and thanks again for taking part of our contest, and just thank you.
Yeah, thanks for watching. It's incredible that, like, to me, I look at it, to put it as far as like, we're MG Knights, the movie and gaming Knights, and there's like 147 other Knights at our table at this point. It's a pretty cool thought, like in my, in my head, is the way I look at it. And it's really neat. So, we do appreciate it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We both have you a great day. Tony, send me that email as soon as you can, and we will get this, we'll get the prize set up and, set to ship out to you, okay? So have a great day, guys. Hope you have a good day.
And always remember, stay awesome.